Hey everyone, once again welcome back here. And in the previous video, we are creating our products, and we saved our product with the image into our database, right? And now the time is to display these product on our website, right? So for now, we don't have any website, right? So try to first implement the website front end, and then we will move further. So here I'm shooting this full playlist. If you are new on this video, this is a full course where I will teach you that how you can build the reward system. So basically we are also covering the reference system, how users can reference to the other users, and how user can purchase some products using these points, and these points are assigned by user, and user can get these points by referencing to the other users, right? And these points are also given on the registration time. So this is full system where I'm covering this from very scratch to the advanced level, and it's a premium course. I'm shooting this free of cost, right? So stay focused on this course. And here basically this one is a theme, right? Which I choose for the website front end, and this one is a property theme, so you can download it from here. So let's go back. Just go to this entry.co. So here this one is freely available, so you can click on this free download, and this will be downloaded, right? So I already download this project, so I'm not going to do this again, right? So you can view its demo here. And by the way, I have also removed some other data from this theme. I just if only one product here, so we are going to display all of our products here in these cards, right? So I'm opening this from here, and now I'm going to integrate this site into our Laravel application. So let's get started. So here let me close the other thing, product controller, create this one and this one, right? Okay, so we have resources, views, and here this welcome file is responsible for displaying this welcome stuff, right? We can create our own directory here, like we can create the directory of site, and inside the site we can create the index.blade.php file, right? So we want to basically structure our all of the files, right? So that's why I'm not going to use this welcome.blade.php file. So why I'm not using this? Because in future when we have multiple files in our project, in this project we don't have, but I'm still following the same convention to teach you that how to structure your site files in your Laravel application. Okay, so here we have views directory, and inside the views I'm going to create site.blade.php, right? Oops, oh my god, I need to just create the site directory, right? So just type site, and inside the site I'm going to add a new file, which is index.blade.php file, right? So this file is responsible for our front end. Okay, so here I'm going to paste my website stuff, right? Okay, just go here, and this index file is responsible for opening this view, right? So I'm going to copy this index stuff. So I'm dragging this into the text editor. Here this one is, I'm using Sublime. So I'm copying control plus A to copy all of the stuff, right? And then control C, and here I'm going to paste this stuff, right? And now we need these files, images, and CSS files, right? So we can copy them from here. So copy all of the stuff, click on this copy, right? Don't worry, I will teach you each and everything that how you can integrate the theme into the Laravel. So here I'm going to the www directory. which is a Laragon directory. I'm using Laragon to run my Laravel application. So why I'm big fan of Laragon. So before this I'm using the XAMPP, and now I'm big fan of Laragon. Why? Because it's very simpler and easy to switch into the any of the project version, right? So that's why I decided to shoot this course with the Laragon, and in my local development I'm using this Laragon. If you want to use this Laragon, I have a full course on it, that how to set up the Laragon in your system. Okay, so here just find your project. So our project name is reward system. Go to this public directory because we stored all of our asset into this public directory. Okay, so for now we don't have anyone because we are using the Laravel UI package. We didn't set up our admin dashboard and stuff like that, so that's why we don't have any assets directory. So here I'm going to create the assets directory, where I'm going to store all of the assets into the assets directory. If these are the admin assets, I will further create a admin directory and store all of the assets, right? So here just click on this new and type assets, and inside the asset I'm going to create another directory of site, where I will store all of the site's assets. Go to this site and paste all of the stuff here. Okay, so this one is now completed, and if I go here, so now this one is also available here, right? Okay, I detected, no problem. Just go to the top, and here I'm going to set up my files path. So this one is referencing font slash font, so I'm going to mark this, and then I'm going to add this here asset helper, which is responsible for locating our basically when we call this asset helper, so it's look into this public directory, and we can specify our files path using this here we can specify our path inside this asset helper, right? So for example, I want to locate this assets, so I will type this assets, right? And then further I want to execute this to the site, and right, site, and after this site I want to execute this fonts style.css, where I'm going to cut this out from there, paste it out, right? And let me copy the same thing from there. Okay, cut this out from there and paste it here, right? And now I'm going to do this a little bit faster. So here just mark this like this and add this asset, and then type site slash like this, oops, site slash like this, and now I can instantly change each of the files. I'm going to go to the each one manually here, paste this stuff, paste it. Okay, now cut this out and paste this, right? It's correct. Now I will fix the images issues later. First I'm going to cover this styles and JS stuff. Okay, so just go here and type assets site oops, site slash, right, like this, and then I'm going to copy all of the stuff. Even we can also remove this JS and directly look at this JS, but yeah, I'm going to do this like this, copying all of the stuff manually, paste this out, paste this out, and paste this out. Save this one and go to our project here and give it a refresh. And still we are opening the welcome blade. Why? Because we didn't change this in our web.pp file. So just go here. Here I want to load the site.index. Save this one and give it a refresh. And boom, we are getting our this app here rather than image. So now let's set up the image path, right? So just to go here, here, what's the image path? Yeah, it's this one. So here I'm going to set up the image path. is site slash images slash image1. Give it a refresh, and yes, boom, our images are also working and the things are also working fine, right? So this one is we can set up the path here. We can also add more options. It's totally up to us, right? And now this theme is ready, right? This one is now installed into our application, and I will also add the link in the description. So let me add this into the notepad, so later on I will share this with you. So here I'm going to store this in the, not the remaining stuff, in the reward. Why I'm adding this out? Because sometimes I forgot to add this out, so people are facing issues, people are unable to find this out. So this one is property template link. Okay, so let's close this out, and here I'm going to now I'm going to show my all of the products here, right? So just go here, and now I'm going to create a site controller where I'm going to handle all of my site stuff, right? Where I will loop through all of the products and display these all of the products on the home page. Okay, so I don't need this slash route. Here I'm going to create a new controller first and then specify its path. Just go here and type php artisan, and let me first clear other stuff, and I will also try to add it on the left side, because this on the right side my camera is there, so somehow some commands are skipped behind my camera. Okay, so php artisan make controller, and here I'm going to specify its directory. Somehow you've seen this, the structure is inside the controller. Most of the YouTubers and developers created admin directory, a user directory, and this auth directory is coming from Laravel UI packet, and they directly add the controllers here, right? But I don't like this thing. I want to structure this inside the site directory. So my all controller will be managed inside the subdirectories, right? I don't want to add this outside of the directory, so that's why here I'm going to first add the site directory, and then inside the site I'm going to create the index controller, or more than, I can also call this home controller, right? And yes, home controller, hit enter, and yes, inside the site this home controller is created, right? And here I'm going to use all of my site routes here, because these are not protected routes, so that's why I'm going to add this at the end of this web.php file. So here I'm going to define the slash route, which is the default function, and here I'm going to specify my home controller. And remember, we have two controllers by default. Laravel contain the home controller, so do not mention the home controller, just reference this site home controller. Okay, and then class, why this one is mentioned with the site controller? So let me go to the top. Here we have two same type of home controller, right? This one is home controller, which is responsible for opening the home page of a user, and this one is for the site. So when we go to this one here, same with the home controller, so it's hard to read for a Laravel to it's which one the controller is. It user controller or it's site controller? So that's why we need to specify with the different name. Just add this as, and then type your another name here, so this will make the difference between home controller, site controller, and user controller. So that's why it's automatically added by my VS Code. And if you want to make your VS Code intelligent, so you can watch my series where I completely explain about how you can install different extensions to save your bunch of time. Okay, so here I'm going to call the home, and I can also specify the site dot home like this. So your these route name should be also in the descriptive way. So whenever your application will become large, so you can instantly think about this, that if it's a home controller of if it's a home controller, so it means that it would be the site dot home like this. So I need to properly name this, as you can remind. So public function home, and here inside the home I'm going to return my view, which is site dot index. Okay, and then here I'm going to refresh this out, and yes, it's working same, right? Now here, why I converted this into the controller, because I want to pass this products, and I will display all of the products here on the home page. So here just now pull all of the products from the database. So our product model is responsible for fetching all of the products. Okay, products, and here I'm going to use the compact method to add this products here. And now if I go here, this one property item is responsible for this displaying the product. So here I'm going to first to add an if condition that we have some products or not. If we don't have any products, we will display some message that products are not uploaded yet, like this, right? So we want to yeah, when if we didn't set this out, so this will display by default an empty page, right? So we don't want to confuse our users, right? We want to display a descriptive message that why this one is empty. Okay, so here I'm going to not going to use these products directly, right? Some of the developers are trying like this, right? But this one isn't work in the arrays when you are returning array from the controller. So you can count this out to, so array will be counted with this products with this count method, right? So here just type products, and here I'm going to check that if my products count is greater than 0, then execute this, otherwise execute this statement. So here I'm going to display this inside the heading. Here I'm going to display that no products uploaded yet, right? And then I'm going to assign some classes here. Text to center, I want to align this into the center. Then text to bold, then text to danger, right? Text danger. And here I'm going to paste all of my stuff which I copied this before this, so for condition. And yes, it's displaying still this one. Why? Because we have one product. So let me open the database, products, and yes, we have these 4 products, right? Okay, so here we need for each loop to iterate all of our products for each, right? And here I'm going to pass the products, right? I'm calling my array, and here I want to load this single product, right? I'm fetching the single product from this array, and here I will paste all of the stuff, right? That I want to display this full box for each products. So here we need the image, right? We need the image of our what? We need the image of our product. So the product, and I think it's stored in the gallery, right? So first let's skip this one. I will explain you later after covering this title and description. So here this one is description, and here is a title. Okay, job portal, this one is a title. So before it's displaying the description, so here display this description product, and then its description, right? Okay, description. save this one, and now let's do this for the here title too. We will see this at once. Product title, we don't have any title, maybe product name, not the title. Refresh, and yes, now we are displaying these all of the products, right? And now I want to display the unique image of a product which we uploaded in the previous video. So here now the time is to display this image, but before this image here I want to show you something that for example this description is now shorter, right? But if I go here and this one become too much longer, so how I can restrict this to not to break our stylings, right? So here now this one is looks like this, but if I go here and add some more description like this, and if I go here, oops, I go here and give it a refresh, and yes, now this card is larger than these all of the cards, right? So how we can restrict our description? We don't want to display all of the description here, right? So later we can also we can open this into the new in the new pop-up where we can display all of the product detail, right? So here I want to display limit this description, so just use this str facade which is used in the Laravel, and call this limit helper, and inside the limit helper you can run this product description, and then second parameter is responsible for how many characters you want to display, 30. So just add this 30, and the third parameter is responsible for whenever your limit age is reached, which character you want to display. So for example I want to display this @ sign, so save this one and give it a refresh, and yes, it's completed, and now displaying this and sign, right? And if I go here and I want to mention this and, uh, here I can mention this star star, so this will be visible here, right? Displaying this star star, so you can customize this like this. But if you don't want to pass this out, so it will by default return the dot dot dot, okay, returning dot dot dot, so it's more professional, right? And here you can also add some 50 maybe, refresh, and yes, now it's enough, right? And here we are displaying the title, or we can say there's the name of our product, and here I'm going to display my product image.